This is the 2025 Buick Enclave, and this is the first drive, so we're going to take you through all three trims. This is the Preferred, the base trim. This is the ST, which is the Sport Touring trim, and then we get the Avenir, which is the top luxury trim. We're going to be driving both the ST and the Avenir. I cannot wait to show you the interior on the Avenir. But the ST gets some cool styling differences. We get a cool, unique new grille. We get some styling accents on that are specific to the Sport Touring trim. And the Enclave itself is longer, wider, and bigger for 2025. It is the flagship 3-row SUV for Buick. It gets some of the styling cues, the new badge, all of this cool new modern design from the Buick Wildcat concept. It all flowed down to all of the SUVs in the Buick lineup. Let's go for a drive. So this is the base Preferred trim, and as you can see, it is gorgeous, even as the base trim. 20-inch wheels, a ton of interior design elements and functionality, even on the base trim. You can get Super Cruise and the power package on all trims of the new Enclave. Just look at this gorgeous interior. And yes, it is a leatherette, but it is beautiful. We've got a beautiful big 30-inch screen. We've got a gorgeous floating console, wireless charging. Again, this is the base Preferred trim. So a lot of content here, even on the base trim. We've even got the new Buick logo here. We have some hard touch climate buttons here, which I love. They have some great detail on them. This screen is so clear, and we get Google Automotive for 8 years on all trims of the Enclave, which I love. As I mentioned, Super Cruise is available on all trims, but you can tell that this trim does not have it, as we are missing a sensor here and on the steering wheel, but we will show you that in another trim. The back row sits 3, so we've got 2 captain's chairs here, and this is a 7-seat SUV. Even though this Preferred trim has faux leather seats, they are gorgeous and soft and comfortable, and I have a ton of room. Plus we get rear climate control here, 2 USB-C chargers, and a household plug, plus 2 cup holders here. The Preferred and the ST come with a Bose sound system, and the top Avenir trim has a Bose performance sound system. All right, I love that. It means you can leave a child seat in that seat when you do that. Let's see how much room I have. Let's bring that all the way back. Okay, 3 seats back here, great vents because it's really hot out right now. I appreciate the vents back here. Cup holders on both sides, USB-C chargers on both sides. The seat is pretty comfortable. I have lots of leg room. I have lots of room for my feet, and the seat is not too close to the floor. I'm 5'1". All right, even here on the base trim of the Enclave, we have a power tailgate, but it also has this proximity key thing where if you're standing behind it with the key fob on you, it will automatically open the tailgate. And if you walk behind the car and it starts beeping because it's going to open the tailgate and you don't want it to, you just walk away. It's great. As you can see, tons of room behind the 3rd row. I'm actually really surprised at how much. Plus, there is a sub-trunk storage area. We get power folding 3rd row as well, and just a good amount of space. Let me show you how big this is. See? It's a good size. And this one is the Avenir trim, which is the top trim, and I adore this interior. Let me show you. I'm in love with this blue interior, like even blue steering wheel, the whole thing. You can tell this Avenir has Super Cruise on here, same 30-inch screen, but these details, the blue and the cream, it just looks so amazing together. In the Avenir, we get a Bose Performance Series audio system. I'm totally in love with this interior. We get a blue and beige leather. This is fully leather on the Avenir trim. We also get this huge panoramic sunroof, which I adore. We still get rear climate. We still get a household plug, 2 USB-Cs, nice and flat. It's all white. Headliner, carpet, seats, blue trim, and there are 3 interiors to choose from. So no, they're not all blue on the Avenir. I will show you a different Avenir interior tomorrow when we go for our first drive. Of course, as I mentioned, all trims of the Enclave get a power tailgate. I just wanted to show you this interior. It's even got the white carpet throughout the back, and I think it looks fantastic. You see that head-up display right there? I love that you can turn it on and off right here on the screen, because I myself don't like the placement. It was kind of in my line of sight, so I just turned it off today for the drive. The other thing, it's hard to see in the daylight, but there is a strip of ambient lighting in here, and you can customize it with 126 different colors. The Enclave for 2025 is the first Buick product to get optional Super Cruise. As you can see right now, I'm on a single lane highway in Oregon. I have my Super Cruise engaged. It's hands-free. I have my feet off the pedals. I have my hands off the wheel, and it really is amazing. I love Super Cruise. I really do. We are in Oceanside, Oregon, and it's a little foggy up here, I will say, but the views have been amazing. And this Enclave is really comfortable to drive on a winding road trip road in Oregon. We have a 2.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder in here, 328 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed automatic, and we can tow up to 5,000 pounds. In Canada, all 3 trims are all-wheel drive as standard, and in the US, you can also get a rear-wheel drive if you prefer on all 3 trims. I've spent the entire day in this new Enclave, and I enjoy it. Yes, it feels big. Yes, it's a 3-row SUV, and it did get bigger for 2025. But we drove to the Oregon coast and back, and we could have easily had 5 more people with us. There's so much room in here. I love the heated and cooled seats. I love the new ambient lighting. I love that you can turn on and off that head-up display, because I'm not a big fan of head-up display in general, not just specifically in here. The Super Cruise I love, and it is new. It is only in this new Enclave as far as Buick products go. So happy to have that. It's especially great on a longer road trip day like today. We probably spent 5 hours driving today. The pricing, let's talk pricing. So base front wheel drive preferred trim in the US, about $46,000 US. In Canada, that is a standard all-wheel drive across the board. The base preferred trim starts just under 58,000 Canadian dollars. This top Avenir trim with all-wheel drive in the US, about $61,000 US, and in Canada, about just under 68,000 Canadian dollars. And I really love the new design. I love the design language from Buick coming out. Their entire lineup of SUVs has been refreshed and inspired by that Wildcat concept, and looks really good, modern, and fresh. What do you think? Leave me a question or a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you soon.